Just, I thought we'd be like at least on Channel 5 by now. Yeah, listen, look, Richard, I've done the best I can. I've got the best deal I can with Ian Twitch. We got you another series on Twitch. Yeah, but look, I get like 50 people watching it. That's just even Channel 5. Then it's proper telly. There's a chance people might chance across it by accident, John. That's all right. Look, Richard, I've been your agent for 30 years. Have I ever steered you wrong? Well, yeah. I mean, loads of time. Why if I've been going for 30 years? Why am I doing a show from my bloody attic? For Twitch TV, it's not even a thing. Look, it's all just slowly catching on key. Is that your catchphrase? Yeah. Then, we'll get there. Everything will be fine. You trust me. Just go on the show. Do a good show tonight, all right? And then I've got Channel 4 interested. Have you? No. Not in this. Something Russell Howard's doing. Well, that's... it's got to be something that I'm doing. Yeah, all right, look. I think you like the on-air. I'm just looking at the TV. You like the on-air. Oh, hold on. I've got to go. Hi there, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Twitch of Fun. New series. New characters. It'll all be different. Just me. It's just me on my own doing stuff. Nobody else will. Sure. You can't even see that, Phoebe. So we've got to get closer than that.
Sure.
There. Look. Oh no, Fluffy Rabbit. What are you doing here?
The scheme to kill you.
The scheme to kill me?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You're not allowed to be on this. Ian Twitch doesn't allow children on the program, on this, partly because I think he's got issues with children if he sees them.
Luckily, I'm not a child, I'm a teenager now.
You are a teenager, Phoebe, yeah, and sorry, Fluffy Rabbit, my daughter turned 8. My daughter, you're still not on screen, Phoebe. Like, this is the kind of lack of professionalism that means we're on Twitch still, not on proper television. And my daughter, Phoebe, so a couple of men recognised me at the train station. Do you remember this, Phoebe? And you came up to them, didn't you? And you said, I play the Victorian ghost child. But they didn't know what that was because they didn't watch this.
But now I'm going to kill you.
Oh, no. All right. Ow. All right. Ow. I'm being killed by a rabbit. Look, I wanted to start the new series with a bang, not like doing... This isn't children.
Hey, I like the rabbit. I'm your bull. You should listen to me.
It's inappropriate for you to handle that puppet, Phoebe.
No, it's not. I'm allowed to handle a bull. Definitely your one.
No, definitely not nobody's ball until you're 18 years old, 25 years old.
But he's cray-cray.
He's
I'm allowed to hold
cray-cray.
a bull.
We're going to be taken off air before we even started.
Yeah, sure we are.
Is that it? Or is that what you got? Sarcasm?
Yeah?
What? Right bollock? Look,
I'm a bull and I have sarcasm. I have a feeling now, even on bulls.
You have feelings even though you're a bull.
Yeah.
That's true.
Do
Do you like you're doing a Jaws parody now? All right. Do you think it's time that you went to bed now?
No, I'm too old to go to bed.
You're not. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8:03. You should be in bed.
I'm too old to go to bed.
you're
I'm 1,100 years old.
That ball is 55 years old, like me.
No, you're 1,100 years old.
All right. Get out of here. Let go. Don't break my ball. It's happened once already. Out you go.
I am a handed rabbit.
I mean, it's a fantastic parody of this show.
And I'm happy today. I am a hand down. I'm married to someone who I don't know.
Look, you're too funny.
I'm married to someone that I don't know. I'm happy.
That's what you get. That's what
You
you get.
get me,
That's what you get. That's what you get. Go to bed. It's 8 o'clock. You're meant to be in bed asleep. Have you drunk your milk? Everyone's very happy to see you, I'm sure. There's 102 people watching.
The stupidest earth on man.
I'm the stupidest earth on man.
Yeah.
I think I'm not as stupid as you, Fluffy Rabbit. At least I can put a sentence in the right order. Get out! I'm trying to do my show.
That's not a sentence.
It was a good song. The hand song was a good song.
I am a rat.
You can't do a show which is just you making up songs based on puppets and stuff. That's insane. Ian Amazon's asking.
I'm a bull and I'm
Not appropriate.
I'm not married because I got taken out from my wife.
You got taken out from your wife. Were you married to the other testicle?
Yeah. No, he's killing me.
Well, that's ironic. Get out! I'm trying to do a show.
I'm married.
No one wants this. Nobody wants this. Have you got a joke, Phoebe? They're asking if you got a joke. Can you tell us a joke? No, got no jokes.
What did Richard say when he ate a banana?
I don't know. What did I say when I ate banana?
I'm a flipping stupid.
Get out of here. Go to bed. I'm very sorry. I can only apologise, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you can't.
Go to bed. If your mum finds out about this, I'll be in big trouble. You'll be in big trouble. Welcome.
I don't care because you'll be in more trouble.
No, we'll be in more trouble. You're right. Anyway. Well, that's this week's show. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye. I can't remember how this works. So let's just crack on and see how we go. Yeah.
Well, you said it's over.
Go to bed. My goodness. She'll be doing the show within months. 109 people watching. This is what we want. It's an exciting new launch. That used to be on the TV. What's that there? What's that there that's on the screen? Is it this? No. What is that? Oh, is it this? There we go. Oh, I just touched the back. Hope I didn't turn anything off. Right, that's good. I've got rid of the slight little weird thing on the screen. We're running. Chris Evans, not that one, directing from home, but has just moved home with his podcast millions. I don't get paid anything, but Chris Evans he said he won the lottery or something. He said it's done really well with all the lottery. He said the adverts from the podcast don't bring in enough to pay anyone, but he luckily won the lottery and he's moved to the poshest part of Wales where they don't even have to eat seaweed bread. They can eat actual bread. They still do eat seaweed bread. But that's the way it goes. So, so Twitch are fun. It's a new series. Thanks to Ian Twitch for having us back. I made some demands. It wasn't all one-sided. I said no puppets, no children, ghosts, no one funnier than me on the show. And they said that was all fine. So let's crack on. First news story, just me on my own. Richard Herring's Twitch of Fun. Britain will be in a new world war within 7 years, and we must spend to prepare, warns Defence Secretary. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice that we're heading towards World War, just nice and gently. It's like the water's just getting slightly warmer every day, and we're in the bath and we don't notice. We don't notice anything that's going on. And then bang, we're in World War III. The last war, it's the war to end all wars, World War III. That's what they say, because everyone will be dead at the end of it. So enjoy that, my fine friends. That's my first. It's a bit more politically serious this time. Looking at the big news stories, and it's sort of more something like Charlie Brooker would do, or Chris Morris. That's the kind of thing I'm aiming for now. But very much with me and mine. Oh, thank you very much to. I can't remember who bought me this, but one of the people at a couple at who came to one of the live recordings of Twitch of Fun gave me this lovely sweet T-shirt. So thank you very much for that. You may be in the chat room. Thank you. It's lovely. I love sweet. I love Brian Conley. Not that one. No, they're all quite lovely. I fancied all of them. They were like girls. I thought they were girls. And we might be doing some more live ones. I'm doing some work in progress shows on Mondays at the Bill Murray pub. All the Mondays after Hellesper's finished. I think it's a couple of weeks off for half term, or for Easter holidays. And then after the Easter holidays, I'm doing sort of 6 Mondays. It'll probably be me doing stand-up material, but I might use one of them to do a Twitch of Fun, depending on everything's going. So do look out for that. Taggart's brother was in Sweet Half Brother, Brian Conley. looks like Taggart. If you look at him, there he is. That's Taggart's brother. Yeah, that's all I got really for you. What else have I got for you? I'll talk about this while it's just me. I mean, it's going to be me. Someone sent me this on Twitter. I mean, someone's saying, that what is this politically incorrect? But which toilet do I go in? I can't go in balls because I don't have balls, but I can't go in no balls because I have a ball. So where am I supposed to piss and shit in this establishment? That is what I'd like to know. I don't care about any of the political correctness gone mad element of it. Think of the monoballs. No one thinks of the monoballs. We're just going to have to shit in a cup and wee in a glass. And that's it. That's all I got for you. Bergerak's sister was in Sweet. That is not the truth. Get off, get on, let me duck on. No, you're not allowed to go. Let me duck on my show. It's not your show. Let me duck. You think you're it because you've been in a short film now. Hello, everybody. It's me, Ali. I'm winking at it. Come on then. Oh, I haven't even practiced this. There you go. Oh, you winked with the other eye. And cheeky knee. Where's the thing for that one? It's just disappeared. Oh, there it is. Is it? Where's your hair one gone? Oh, don't say we've lost it. Those are the winkers. Don't say we've lost your ability to pull your hair up. That would be a disaster. Ah, here it is. Yeah! Sit on it, though. Sit on it. Good, there we go. We're back. I said I didn't want to do this with you. Well, you're doing it with me now, Richard. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ali's Twitch-a-thon. It'll be no fun now. It won't be all about war and balls. It'll be about war and peace. And we got some fun. Yeah, you've been in Ali's a bit show-offy because he's been in a short film starring him, Bilal Zafar, and Stevie Martin. If you look it online, it's called Meeting the Parents or Meeting Daddy, I can't remember. The tuffet of views in it. Yeah, the little Rich in it. He's called Little Daddy, and it's a very... You're not in it, though. I'm not in it. No, I'm not in that thing. But it's good to see, that someone's getting some work out of doing this. Check it out online, my fine friends. Look at Richard's Twitter profile. You can find it on there, I expect. I couldn't be in it just for various reasons. They couldn't really. They weren't paying any money, and I'm a big star. So I did it for free for the exposure. Just do things through exposure. I did expose myself to Stevie Martin at the same time. I ain't sit on it. Stevie sit on it. No, do not sexually harass Stevie Martin. She's a very fine comment. Is she a boy or a girl? Why is she called Stevie? It's political correctness gone that. Stevie can be a girl's name as well. And anyway, it doesn't matter. This doesn't matter anymore. You're whatever you want to be, and I don't understand it, Richard. I don't like it. Well, that's not the point. It doesn't matter whether you like it or not. That's the way it is. You're not allowed to sit on it to fine actors and say that you exposed yourself to them. Well, she touched my winky. She did not. She gave me a kiss. She didn't. It was in the script anyway. That wasn't her giving you a kiss. You thrust your face in her face. It's, you'll get me too. I won't. I'll be fine. She's an amazing and Bilal, amazing talents. So do check that out. You were okay, thank you. And Little Daddy was he was good, wasn't he? That was me, Richard. I did. Don't you know it was me operating Little Daddy? Little Daddy's just a puppet. Really? Yes, and I was operating him. Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's move on to some news stories. Is this how this works? I don't remember. There's sad news this week that Dan Walker was involved in a bike collision with a car. Came off quite badly. He's fine, luckily. I think he's hurt his hand. He says, "Helmet saved my life," says Dan Walker. Well, that's not a very nice way to talk about the man who ticked a nut out of the gutter, Richard. No. He's saying, what? No, he's not. That's the man saved his life, and he's calling in the helmet. No. Yeah, I think you've misunderstood. I think that's awful. All he's been through, someone else, and he calls in the helmet. No, I think he's saying that I'm outraged. I'm going to go on Twitter and say how outraged I am about Dan Walker. If he did walk, he wouldn't have got into this trouble, would he? He should look at his own name. And he would... Yeah, this is good stuff. But the helmet he's talking about. Yeah, he's calling the person who ticked in up the helmet. No, it's not. I mean, that's a very tortuous definition of. Obviously, he's talking about his bicycle helmet. He's the bicycle helmet. He can't even ride a bicycle. What a helmet! He look in the mirror, Dan Walker. Though you call someone else a helmet, and then look at your smashed up face. That's not a nice thing to. Dan Walker's a very very nice presenter. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This is. I hoped we'd come back and have a sort of product that was saleable to mainstream TV. We did talk about this before, and I talked to my daughter and told her not to come up and ruin it by being too funny. And I told Ali not to start spewing his anti-woke stuff and his rudeness to lovely Dan Walker. Dan Walker, who's starring in the 4th series of Meet the Richardsons. As I'm doing, this isn't the only guy who does a bit. I'm doing a bit of acting. What are you playing? I'm playing like a character. Is it a character? Is he a paedophile or sex test of some kind? Well, no, I'm playing myself, so yes then. Yes, that's all. No, that's a horrible. Don't be rude to me. This is my show, so I'm playing a version of myself. I'm trying to persuade John Richardson to be in a double act with me because I want to get back on the telly. Yeah, it's a version of you, isn't it? That's a version. Yeah, it's a version of me, and that's going to be on Frother TV, is it? It's going to be on Dave, so that's fine. That's a good. If Dave want to take this show on, I don't know if you're watching people from Dave. We could do this. It doesn't cost that much to do this. Think on. It's just a little look at the. Put it out at 3 o'clock in the morning. No one will see it. That's true. We still get adverts and stuff. Yeah, get some adverts in there. Yeah, for who's going to advertise with you saying awful things about people, everyone. And while we got you here, Ali, actually, this is from viewer Tim Worthington. Is a writer. Writes about and there's a podcast about old comedy and stuff, and has written a book about comedy at Radio 1 amongst other things. He sent me a picture of Can I Have My Ball Back, my book, next to a book called The Good Alley. Yeah, that's all about me. And if you look at the character, it says a guided anti-racism journey from bystander to changemaker. That's me. I'm the Good Alley. What have you done to further the course of anti-racism? I've done a lot of stuff, Richard. I don't care where women are thrown. I don't care what they look like. I do them. I don't like. That's not anti-racism. That's feminism, Richard. Whoever they are, I don't care. Fat, thin. You can't say fat anymore. That's an insulting thing to say. We'll get onto that. What do they look like, Richard? You don't look at the mantelpiece when you're stoking the fire, do you? You look at the tits. I don't look at the tits when I'm stoking the fire. Oh, no. It's a weird thing to say. Well, so I like all the women. I don't care where they're thrown. I don't care what they've done. Your wife's just down there. Well, I'm just saying, I got onto TV, got to films. There's women out there. They just love anyone who's been on the telly, anyone who's been on films. There's girls watching this. I don't think there are many girls watching this. Young 20-year-old women. There aren't any 20-year-old women watching this. And they're looking at me and they're thinking, I wouldn't mind a bit of that his little tatty in that haycock. You've got very feisty. I've had some time in the docks, Richard. I've been in that docks. They're out 6 months. And, I'm just saying, if you wanna take a ride on the Alley Express, there's a whole look at that, what a good alley I am. I don't think it's about that. And I don't, like I said, don't care where you're from. That's not anti-racist. Just say you'll have sex with anyone from any country. Well, it's a start, isn't it? Make love, not war. That's what I say. Make love, don't be racist. Make love, don't be racist. Yeah, have sex with everyone. Don't be. I have the vision of the wonderful world, Richard D. Yeah, where everyone, all the races get together and bang each other and do what? Bang each other. They do what? Bang each other. They do what to each other? Bang each other. They bang each other. They dang each other. Bang. 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 Oh, they bang each other. Yeah, everyone gets together in a big rock. Yeah. No one knows what's going where, Richard. Men on men, women on women, men on women. 2 women on 1 man. whatever. I didn't expect it to be so sexually charged so early. I do apologise for that. And your next generation, you got a world where every child is the same colour. Well, I don't think that's how it's going to work. They're all just a mixture, like the taint tot. The what? The taint tot. The taint tot is then everything's mixed together. Everyone looks the same, and then the world can be at peace. And there's going to, in the middle of this gangbang, yeah. It's interracial gangbang, yeah. All the races, all the sexes. Well, you need all the sexes. Anyone, I don't care what you got down there. I'll give it a go. In the middle of all of this, there's just a 131-year-old ventriloquist dummy, yeah. What are you doing? I'm taking it in every orifice, Richard. And putting it in every orifice as well. And what will the progeny of that look like? Well, pretty handsome, I expect. Well, if there are any young women who would like to make love with Ali, just make yourself known in the chat room if you feel too embarrassed to do that. I think he's got a Twitter account. You could DM him, probably. I don't know if his DMs are open. My DMs are open. My flies are open. Does it have to be a woman? Asked the Irish. I think the problem is with this, Ali, is you are going to get a lot of offers from quite unattractive men. I said, I'm not prejudiced, Rich. I don't care what they look like, but they'll be men. Yeah, that's fine. I said in my little spiel, whatever they look like, whoever they are, however they identify, I'm not through it. You're going to get a lot of dick pics in your DM now. I'm ready for it, and in return, I'll send out a dick thicker than mine. They're not. I'm going to do an OnlyFans. We tried to do an OnlyFans for Sally, and it was deemed too offensive. We weren't allowed to set it up. I don't believe there are any. The nice thing about my comedy is it only attracts very unthreatening virginal men. So it's that's a nice space for them to be in. When I was a younger man, who knows what happened? Nothing, Richard. Yeah, I spent a lot of time crying myself to sleep and wanking. That's what happened when I was a younger man. But some women came to see the shows. Now, it's just like lots of weeping middle-aged men. So that's fine. And for 1 hour a week, when we can be bothered to do it, those 123 men, are taken off the streets and forget about their troubles for a little bit. So that's nice. Thank you, everyone. I hope your DMs are closed because I don't want to be responsible to see what's going to be in there. Marzipan Beetle, I'm wanking as I write this, Ali. Oh dear. 129 people watching. It's getting better, Richard. You keep going, Richard. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. What else is going on in the world? War. I don't know if I can be bothered to talk about Roald Dahl. Anyway, there's a book, The Good Ali. Europeans mock UK shoppers with photos of supermarket shelves full of fruit, veg and veg. That's a picture of UK supermarket with no produce in it. Yeah. All the Europeans have got produce. Yeah. Denise Coffey. Teresa Coffey. Is that her name? Denise Coffey's from the comedian, isn't she? Teresa Coffey. I think that's her name. She said we should all eat turnips. Yeah. And I said, we should all grow turnips and just eat turnips and then not let any of our turnips leave the country, not export them to the EU. So the Europeans are all looking over the English Channel going, why can't we have your turnips? They're going, no, the turnips are all for us. So that was my idea. Is it Denise Coffey? Teresa Coffey. Is that her name? She is the health secretary. I think she was the health secretary. She's the least healthy person I've ever seen. I know, everyone says that about her. I said on Twitter, very funnily, she said, eat turnips. And I said it's nice of her to offer her and all her cabinet colleagues up as food. But I don't think it's a bit early to resort to cannibalism. We only haven't got some tomatoes. You're very funny, Richard. Yeah, I was implying they were They were the turnips, the cabinet. Yeah, you got the turnips. It's a bit like that spitting image joke, though, isn't it? It's not like the spitting image joke at all. And, it's a bit like my joke about the helmet. It isn't like that at all, and that was my joke. It was my joke. I did it. That's true. You did do it. There we go. So no tomatoes for a month. I'll live. People might start eating your rosy cheeks. They won't. How about carrots? Do you think carrots will be all right? I don't know if carrots will be all right. Did somebody say carrots? Yeah, that's not. I mean, we had a big talk in the off period about woohoo, of how your bits work, and it's if we say anything salacious, it's not saying. Oh, did somebody say carrots that look like a penis? Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo. No one said that. I think Cocky Carrot will be fine. I'm fine. I know he's available. Don't you start as well. For eating, I mean, yeah, that's still weird. And you can't be. You're made of resin. I'm not made of resin, Richard. I'm the real carrot. You're not a real carrot. You've been like this for years. How do you not think you would have rotted away by now? Woohoo! Did somebody say rotted? Let's hear from Cocky Carrot, because there's a story that I think you'll like, Cocky Carrot.
He looks like a 10-inch penis crossed with Ed the Duck.
Don't worry, Richard. It's
He
going
thinks
very
he
well.
is the greatest and he doesn't give
There's
a
going on,
damn.
and I don't think
He's God's gift
you don't
to
need to calm me
vegetables
down.
and he's
It's
extremely
all right,
phallic.
Keep at it.
What a
So
fucking
Richard, you're not
fucker! It's Cocky
All right.
Carrot.
I think we're about to come back on here. All right. Yeah, good. And yes. Oh, what a wonderful thing. Woohoo! Did somebody say carrot? Yeah. Did you see? Why don't you just take a nap? Did you see this story this week, Cocky Carrot? Woohoo! Did somebody say sex toy? Ooh. What the hell is that? Woohoo! Hadrian's Wall, wooden Roman sex toy found in Northumberland. It's been found a while ago. Look at the size of that thing. It's quite intimidating. I feel a little bit in awe. They thought it was something a cobbler might have used in Roman times, or a spindle or something like that. But they've looked at it again and decided that's a Roman dildo. I mean, I would say it's very much concentrating on the helmet. Don't call it a helmet, Richard. That's not very nice. But there's a big old helmet there, and then it sort of tapers off if you're listening to the audio podcast because you're a weirdo. It tapers off downwards. But I think that might be from use, But, I mean, I wouldn't light that up me, is all I can say. I don't mind, Richard. Yeah, I know. Woohoo! Did somebody say taper? No, not. But that's literally the holy grail of archaeology, isn't it? To find a wooden dildo from Roman times in Northumberland. When they found that, they must have been rubbing their hands with glee. We found the holy grail of archaeology, a wooden dildo. The true Messiah would have the humble dildo, Richard. He would. I think the true Messiah would have a humbler dildo. That is a very impressive dildo, and I think if it was Jesus's dildo, I think it would be a tiny little one, like a rabbit one, probably. Yeah, that's probably true, Richard. What kind of dildo? Should we discuss what kind of sex toy all religious singers would have used? I don't think we will do that in the first show. It's fine to do it about Jesus, isn't it? Yeah, it is fine to do it about Jesus. Oh, yeah, when it comes on... Yeah, all right, whatever. Fucking, we're done half an hour already. It's incredible, Richard. We do incredible stuff. Got any songs about a Roman dildo? I'm the Roman dildo. I go roaming round the world. And every town I go to, I get picked up by a girl when she says, ooh la la, I'd like that in my pants, and then she sticks me up her vulva, and I say, oh well thanks, 'cause I'm the Roman dildo. I'm rolling all around, I'm rolling through the countryside, I'm rolling in the towns, And when I get shot up the nose, I don't think I'll complain. I think that is an exit, that it's an entrance once again. Oh, this is very good, Ali. You're really on form tonight. I don't know. I was very tired tonight. You have been tired, yeah, and you've been shitting yourself today, haven't you? I've had some. Don't talk about that on here. That's a private thing. I've had some tummy issues, but I wouldn't say shit. You farted in Welwyn Garden City, and you thought you'd followed through. There was a tiny bit of follow through, but that's not. Don't reveal stuff like that on. This is a. I'm trying to get on Channel 4. I love this sort of stuff. But look, I was complimenting you on that amazing song you'd made. It's not. I didn't think it out of tune. It's an old music hall song. It's a standard. I've never heard it before, so well, it's all very good. Let's see. Let's get another character back. I'm just trying to get back into it. Oh, the Ian Twitch said it was a part of the contract that if I was going to come back is I'd have to have this character on. I didn't want to bring this character back, but I don't think there's anything else to say with this character. But he loves it, and his kids love it, and so this is it. I'm contractually bound to bring this one back. Hey, it's me, and the king of the world. I'd like to be the king of the world. I jumped around 'cause I'm the king of the world. And don't forget, I'm the king of the world. 'Cause I'm the king of the world. Hello, it's me. I'm the king of the world. I am the king of the world. Hello, everyone. It's me, the king of the world. How you doing, Richard? I thought you'd didn't you had to come up? No, I think you're not mistakenly someone who wasn't the king of the world. 'Cause I am the king of the world. And don't look at your thumb when I'm talking. I don't really like this. This is just someone saying I'm the king of the world over and over again. I don't think that's enough. So I'm going to just check my messages. You won't have any messages. It's true. Well, I haven't got any messages. You're right. Just thought I'd have a look at my phone to see if there was any. And the king. Were you looking to see if there are any dick pics that Alice looked up? Cause I sent one in and it didn't fit into the picture frame. 'Cause I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. All right, you got to do another 30 seconds, and then we've come and the king of the world. And the king of the world. Look over there. That's part of the world, right? And the king of that. Oh, and the king of the world. Do you think we can get any more out of this? Yeah. And the king of the world. And the king of the world. And the king of the world. What have you been up to in the months we've been off? Well, Richard, in the months we haven't been on TV here, on Twitch TV, namely been the king of the world, because I'm the king of the world. And then also, I've been the king of the world, and then I had a day off in the king of the world. There's another day off when you're the king of the world, so even on your day off, you're still the king of the world, and I am the king of the world, so I was the king of the world. And that's who I am. What happened to that other guy, the king of the universe? We don't talk about the king of the universe because he's not that character. He didn't. He said he was the king of the world because the universe was in the world. But I'm the king of the world, so how could he be the king of the world? And so it's neat, the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. And I just think my audience is more sophisticated than I think they like the stuff where I was talking about World War III and stuff. And the kind of political stuff I did about the turnips. That wasn't very good, Richard, that turnip joke. And I'm the king of the world, so I should know that I'm the king of the world. Was that your voice? Yeah, this is not voice, Richard. This is how I speak. I am the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. And then on comes and tells you the king of the world, and they're not neat. Say, no, you're not the king of the world. You're the king of nothing. He's the king of the world. And are you worried about the world being destroyed in a world war? Not really, Richard, because I'm the king of the world. I'll be flying in the magic plane of all the fighting. And when it's over, it doesn't matter who's alive, who's dead, because I'll still be the king of the world. It doesn't matter who's here. I was the king of the world when there was nothing here. I'll be the king of the world when there's nothing here again. Whether that happened through World War or just through time, pulling apart the fabric of the life. Because, life can't last forever, Richard. In a few billion years, the world will crash into the sun. But I'll still be the king of the world. And is it all right, that world into the sun? It's going, yeehaw! because I now know what I'll be saying as I crash into the sun. Will you be saying I'm the king of the world? How did you know I was going to be saying I'm the king of the world? I just thought you probably would be saying I'm the king of the world when you crash. I will be saying, this is what I'll say, Richard. No one could have guessed it. I am the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. I am the king of the world. That's the king of the world, ladies and gentlemen. Contractual obligation. The king of the world. I'm the king of the world. Oh, I'm the king of the world. Oh, look out for me, because I'm the king of the world. Don't break my rules, because I'm the king of the world. Don't do a revolution against me, because I got all the armies in the world. And I am the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. Is it good to do that, Richard? Are you glad to do that? Yeah, I guess. Sit on it, daughter. Sit on it. Sit on it, Stevie. Don't bring her into... She's been in this show. You know, she's a friend of ours. Sit on it. No, she will not appreciate that. She found it funny. She did find it quite funny. Look, you know, we've only got limited time. You've got all the time in the world. I've got to go and watch Top Coppers. I'm interviewing John Cairns on Sunday at the Leicester Comedy Festival. I want to finally watch Top Coppers, so I can tell him what you'll never watch it. We'll see. I might do. And you know, Taskmaster might be on again. It isn't, Richard. Do some of the non-news stories. What do you? Oh, this is quite a good news story. Excuse me. Have you seen this? Pilot thought co-pilot who died in cockpit was joking. Let me take you through this story. It's from a couple of days ago. Yeah, what's going on? There's a few stories from a couple of days ago. What I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to look for stories all week, because sometimes I get to Thursday and there's not much in the news. Like a couple of weeks ago I was going to do one, I thought there's nothing to talk about. So I'm just going to talk more generally about what's going on over the last week. Although we might not be here next week. I've got another engagement. I'm going out a lot these days, enjoying myself. Certainly not working. Anyway, a flying... Did somebody say cockpit? That's what's been suggested in the... Rob Fellows suggested that. I don't think I said it yet, did I? I did, yeah. Did somebody say cockpit? Yeah, that's... I mean, it's about, if Rob Fellows is beating you to it, cocky carrot, it's not... He's also on a delay. So, you know, it's not just him specifically. A flying instructor died in flight after suffering a cardiac arrest. This isn't a very funny story. Bear with me, Ali. We'll get to the funny bit. This isn't a man has died. I'm so shocked. But his co-pilot thought he was fooling around and only realised after landing on the runway with the man slumped on his shoulder. According to a newly published safety report on the incident, the pilot thought the instructor was pretending to be asleep as the pair flew a circuit above Blackpool Airport in Lancashire, 2022. The qualified pilot had asked the instructor to accompany him aboard the four-person Piper PA-28. Did somebody say TA? Yeah, that's not rude. For safety reasons during windy conditions. They were chatting normally. The pilot taxied the craft out to the runway. The pilot told the AAIB the instructor's last words were, "Looks good, there's nothing behind you." Yeah, but that's quite meaningful last words, isn't it? Looks good, there's nothing behind you. Everything's behind you. There's nothing in front of you when you die. Nothing behind or in front of you. It's all gone. Shortly after takeoff, the instructor's head rolled back. As the two pilots knew each other well, the co-pilot thought his companion was just pretending to take a nap while he completed the circuit. The report said when the plane turned round, the instructor slumped over so that his head rested on the co-pilot's shoulder. But again, the pilot still thought a joke was being played on him. After landing safely with the instructor still resting on his shoulder and not responding, the pilot realised something was wrong and alerted emergency services. This isn't a funny story. What kind of sense of humour do you have? I just thought, it'd be good if that pilot still insisted, however much, when he goes, "Oh, he's just joking. Don't worry. He's just joking. Don't worry. This is just we do this all the time." Which even now at the inquiry, going, "No, look, he's had us all on. He's dead. We buried him." "No, he didn't. He'll be. You wait. He'll come through those doors in a second." This is just the kind of fella he was. He was always joking. Great guy. I don't feel comfortable with this kind of... Well, are you the one who's been offensive all the rest of the time? I was just doing a bit. This is the kind of thing that will get you cancelled, Richard, to laugh. What if that man Stanley are watching Twitch-a-thon tonight? I mean, it seems statistically improbable. What if one of them's watching, Richard, or someone sends them this link? Well, then it's their fault, isn't it? If someone finds this and goes, I'm going to send it to the family, yeah, then that's their fault. You can't criticise someone for doing a joke in a certain situation, and then the person who takes that joke and gives it to them, then the telltale is the bad person. You're the bad person. You don't try and turn this against anyone else. All right, I'm sorry. We'll cut that bit out. I should hope so too. Let's do the birthdays, and then maybe we can think again about all of this.
You've lived another year and you haven't even died. Though cancer may be secretly creeping deep inside. If you think that's worth a party, your brain's also going wonky. Let's get an E or a kick from the reluctant birthday donkey.
Hee-haw, hee-haw, why can't I die?
Why am I still alive? I can't believe it. You look like a ghost, though. Oh, I'm still alive, though. I'm like Naughty McFly in that picture. It's just one thing changes, I'll die. Please, maybe if you do these birthdays, then you can die and you'll disappear. Let's see if that's the case. Why can't I die? Right, here are the birthdays. This comes from Will. It's in Sydney. NSW, Australia. Not suitable for work, Australia, he comes from. And, I've been to Australia and it's not suitable for work. I'd like to put forward my daughter Felicity to be the birthday girl for Twitch-a-thon nearest to her birthday, 1st of March. Actually, this is miles away, but we might not be here next week. When she'll be turning 17. 17 is not old enough to be on Twitch-a-thon. That's a child. This isn't for children. This is for people in their 40s and 50s. She's keen to appear. Well, she can get, I'll tell you what, Felicity, why don't you wait till you're 47? Then you can, there's and I'll be 85, admittedly, but I'll still be doing this. Don't you worry. And then you can be on. You might be keen. I expect some 4-year-olds are keen to have a little earless donkey wish them happy birthday by jumping up and down. But that they don't get on here because this is for grown-ups, not for children. She's been a long-term fan of yours since receiving your excellent book, The Problem with Men. I don't care. Actually, I do. It's a shame to lose a fan. Thank you, Felicity. I understand she may have emailed you with the compliments at the time. Given she's a serious James Acaster fan. Oh, I've gone off your Felicity. The quote of the cover certainly helps sell the contents to her. Yeah. All right. She's also the proud owner of a Me One, Me Two t-shirt, as seen here. Oh, yeah. Is that behind there? Looks like a snooker one. Or a Shrek one. Me One versus Me Too. Not to mention an XXL version of the I Hate Donkey top, not shown. She was also bemused to receive the full set of Me One, Me Two Panani stickers, which she shamefully took out of the other packaging, thereby completely ruining her inheritance. Those will be worth a lot. I'm a long-term fan, and it's a long-term fan, yeah, and listen to Twitch-a-thon religiously. Don't do that. Don't start worshipping me, Will. If I have one complaint, it's there isn't enough Brian Wasp in the show anymore. That is true. We must get him back. He has by far the best jingle, and because of it, both my children now know what an ovipositor is. Let's have a look at that.
He may be dead, but he's got his ovipositor on the pulse. His cadaver is desiccated, but his raging veins convulse. He knows the latest blockbuster and the top of the post. Buzz, what's the buzz? With Brian Wasp.
Nice to see that again. Thank you, Will, for encouraging me to press that. He didn't. I just did. What do you want? You want jumps? Or you're not getting anything for Felicity. Try to think of Felicity's. Come back when you're 38. Then we can talk. Children. Let's move on to some proper adults who've asked for this. Veronica Meacham, who has had her birthday mentioned a few times, has emailed me. Veronica. Dear Richard and Donkey, how are you both? I want to die. I'm very fine. I want to stay alive. My husband, Aaron, like the island, is turning 44 on Wednesday the 8th. That's ages away. Why am I doing this so early? I didn't check the dates. And despite his ages, unless this is, it's February. That's right. It's all right. I should have done it 2 weeks ago. Despite his ages refusing to grow up, which is why I'd enjoy donkey kicks far more than anything I have to offer. Oh, Veronica, that is not true. I confess that even though he's a badger and I'm a plusser, wow. That's like Romeo and Juliet. How can those two live in the same house together? They must hate each other. We've not yet had our fight to the death. We're worried this policy will eventually lead to your revenue being halved and your children only being able to afford one shoe each. That's true. Well, I could give one of them 2 shoes. Please can we have 44 donkey kicks for Aaron, a reward for finally bringing me to RHLSTP with Sally and Reese last year. It was a long way from deepest, darkest Dartmoor. It's not as far away as not suitable for work in Australia, is it? Lots of love to you and the whole team. What, like Cocky Carrot? Is that what the team is? That you don't even know the producer, Terry. Is it true the 90s song Man in the Box was originally one of Ali's musical numbers? Sounds a bit like one of his. I'll have to listen to it. Thank you, Veronica. You've signed it Veronica in the hope that I'll call you Veronica, but I'm calling you Veronica. Veronica. 44 donkey kicks, please. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, 6. Don't fall on the floor. 7, 8, 9. This is like a jump. Do kicks. 10, 11, 12. Do kicks. I haven't got any legs. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, 22. Please let me die. 23. Oh, I'm trying to smash my head. 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. This is so many. Why couldn't you let Felicity do it? I've lost count. I think you're up to 28. I was much further than that. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 33, 34. Good. We may have killed him there. We'll see if he comes back later. It's a nice picture, and that is what you got to do. That's a nice widescreen thing. Lots of the King of the World's in there. I'm the King of the World. Cocky Carrot, Donkey, Aaron's in there, and yeah, someone's saying Ali and Sally beats international. Bet you're happy today. Oh, that's turnips, not beetroot. Sorry. Ali and Sally look so in love in that holiday. Classic holiday photo. Imagine bumping into those guys. That's a good point, Ian Amazon. Anyway, lovely to see you. And finally, this is from Dylan. Well, this is such an international show. I mean, absolutely unbelievable that there's 126 people watching this. And one of them's in Australia, one of them's in Devon, and one of them's in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I wish I was in South Carolina. Is that the song? Friday the 17th. Is my 36th birthday. Sorry we missed it. China has already sent me a big balloon that he says see attachment. That's the balloon there in the picture. It's very small, but it is viewable. If you look at the picture, you can sort of see it, just a very small white dot there. Can you see? Yeah, you can see it. That's the Chinese balloon above South Carolina. But it was a couple of weeks early and too high up for me to really enjoy, and then the military shot it down. I always watch Twitcher Fun on YouTube the day after it goes out. So if you're doing one this week, I wasn't, but you'll see this, you'll be surprised. It would be great to watch the return of one of my favourite things ever on my birthday. It's a week late. I've attached a picture of me when I was 11. This is Dylan. I thought that guy was going to be Dylan, but the little guy's Dylan. Well, that makes I'm worried, because if he's 11, is he allowed in? It's fine. At the opening of a Joan Fabrics with my mother, who looks quite a lot like Sally, and a Garth Brooks impersonator. Does look quite like Garth Brooks. Well done to him. I'm not, and was not at the time, a country music fan. I've obscured my mother's face to preserve her dignity, says the man who has twice sent pictures of his young children to a man who talks to a carrot penis on the internet. My daughter was handling my ball at the start of this show, so we're all in a lot of trouble. None of us must tell anyone about what we're doing here, or we're all going down, is what I'm saying. We are complicit. You're complicit by watching this. I'm complicit by taking part. We have to maintain a circle of silence. No one must know what we're doing here. Keep this very secret. Could you please have Donkey do 46 forward rolls? What? He's never done a forward roll. Thank you. Please keep going doing this insane piece of outsider art, you wonderful maniac. My week revolves around it. Well, isn't that exciting to be viewed all over the world? Do you know someone might be on BBC One, have the show, but who's watching that in South Carolina apart from on BBC World over there? He wants 36 forward rolls. Off we go. 1. Can't see it because he's got to do it on the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, this is cruel. Please kill me. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You're halfway there. 19, 20, 21. This is cruel, Dylan. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Well, the donkey's shown he can do that, and do send in other requests if you want the donkey to do other things than the things that are on the card on the menu. You can go off menu if you want. Don't watch off menu instead of this. Oh, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I thought that would kill me. Apparently there is a magic button. I don't know if I need my headphones on. I'll put them on just in case. Chris Evans, moving house this week, has still managed to put together a magic button. So let's see what he's got for us. Ah, this is his old house.
Hey there, boy. What day is this?
Why, it's February the 23rd, of course.
It is. Ah. He did a Scrooge. That was Chris Evans and Ben Evans. Not that one. Not that one. I believe at their old house. That looked like their old house in Wales, but they've moved to a mansion in Wales. Someone said in the chat room at the time when I mentioned they'd had a lottery win, he got a 4 balls, which is enough in Wales to buy the best house in Wales. So well done to whoever that was. Sorry, I can't credit you for your fabulous joke, which I spotted out the corner of my eye. Well done, everyone. Now it's time for Aqua Sybil Marina. And surely in the long period of time we've been off air, I've had time to write a theme tune and get it recorded. Surely. Sybil, beautiful Sybil, where do you fly around in the past, the future and the present? Oh, Sybil, beautiful Sybil, I wish that I'd written a theme tune for you. This would be better. It is I, Sybil. I live in the past, the future and the present. I am everywhere and all things to all men. Yeah, okay, good. I can't remember which one of these is your... you did predictions for 2023. Did you also do some predictions for the week coming? Or are these ones we did already? Let's do these ones. I don't know. Let's find out. I don't remember. These are the predictions for 2023. 2 PMs, 2 monarchs in the UK. Paddy McGuinness finds new love. Christine McGuinness and Chelsea... Grimes will wed. I can't remember what that was about. David Attenborough's going to die. There's going to be assassination of a world figure. Russell Brand will die. Women will die at the hands of a man. That one's already happened. There'll be a school shooting. That one's already happened. So well done to... If so soon into the year. Piers Morgan will be sacked. Don't think that's happened yet. Very little will happen for Richard Herring. That's happened so far. England win the World Cup 2-1 against France. So those are the things to watch out in the year. I think this is either one we've done already, or this is predictions for this week. Yeah, just pretend it's predictions for the last time. Okay, Paddy McGuinness will be seen on the arms of a burly man. I think that says a hunky man. Or, to be honest, it's so badly written. Could be anything. Did that happen? No, I don't think so. Shall we check it? I think we better just check it. Some people will ask us to check it when we get there. Let's see what Paddy McGuinness news is. Yeah, John Pardo's asked us to check it. A Burnley man. Paddy McGuinness. It could be any time in the last 2 weeks. It doesn't really. Paddy McGuinness looks unrecognisable as for Take Me Out 80 special. That's sort of right. Paddy McGuinness announced as host of big budget new Channel 4 game show. That's it. Christine McGuinness says, I can't believe this is. She has big news about rocking leather ensemble. Christine McGuinness plans major career shake-up months after Paddy split. 2 huge BBC shows, Saturday night shows axed, and it's bad news for a big name presenter. That might be Paddy McGuinness. I don't think that's the Jismy cunt will become Prime Minister. Jismy cunt. Jismy cunt. Jismy cunt. Jismy cunt. Jismy cunt. Don't think that one's happened. Shall I check it? I think I'm being asked to check it. Is Jismy cunt Prime Minister? Jismy. Don't think that's spelt that. It says, is Jimmy Carr married? Is what came up there. is Jizmy Cunt PM. Jimmy Hill is a cunt, May 77. Swearing David, Jimmy Bullard, fuck off, you cunt. No. Jimmy Arigi is the best cunt in the world. Jimmy asked for heckles. No, that didn't come true. Ian Lavender will fall victim to the curse of Dad's army. We might have done these already, but you know, there's nothing else to do, is there? Ian Lavender, I'm checking it. Not even going to wait to be told to check it. Ian Lavender news. There's no news about Ian Lavender. We'll check Wikipedia. Arthur Ian Lavender, born 16th of February 1946, is the last surviving major character member of the series following the death of Frank Williams in 2022. He's 77 years young. He is healthy and alive. Thank goodness for that. You said the sun shall fall from the sky literally onto the planet Earth. I mean, do I need to check that? Richie me cunt. Yeah, good point. I'll check it. Has the sun fallen? I mean, we could just do the same ones every week, and it doesn't really matter. Out. Well, they'll be right eventually. Out of the sky. I mean, a balloon fell out of the sky, didn't it? When the sun fell out of the sky. A short tale of bereavement when the sun fell out of the sky. Yeah. I think they're Chinese balloons. I think that's what that was referring to. There'll be some Christmas ads. There definitely were. I saw some. Don't even need to check that. I'm not going to check it. Well done. Have you got any predictions? Oh, I've got to get a pen. For next time, whenever that may be, a week or two away. They don't have to be about Paddy McGuinness. Choose anything you want. They don't have to be about Jizz and Me Cunt. They can be about things we've come up with today. What have we come up with? I can't remember anything. The war in Ukraine will swing the way of the Russian army. Oh my goodness. Well, that's the war in Ukraine. That's quite a serious one. Swing to the Russian army. Yeah. Teresa Coffey or Denise Coffey or the name is will choke to death on a turnip. Teresa Coffey. Is that a name? Choke to death on a turnip. What do you think's caused all this? Why is it only England and UK who's not getting vegetables and everywhere else is? I don't know what's caused this. It's weird. Weird to think of it. Anything else coming up? Paddy McGuinness will be run over. Just his foot though. Okay. Paddy McGuinness will run over just his foot though. That could happen. He works on Top Gear. Sorry, my writing's so bad it'd be hard to catch up with this. Anything else going to happen? The moon will explode in a shower of meteorites. Moon explode. That might be, you have to interpret these and think around them. They're not always literal. They're not always literal. Explode and shower us with meteorites. I do apologise. Anything else? Just looking at if there's anything else from the Holy Grail of archaeology. The Holy Grail will be discovered. The Holy Grail will be discovered. Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Can you come back next week to check that out? Yeah. Even if the moon explodes, yeah. Oh, sorry. Fell back quite heavily on the floor there. Right, we've done an hour. Absolutely incredible stuff. Let's get Ali back up here. I haven't even got the Duke of York in. I was going to get the Duke of York in to talk about having nowhere to live, no time. What have we got? So done that one. Oh, I was going to talk about Venice. The canals of Venice are drying up. Because I spent years buying Veneziana pizzas in the hope of stopping Venice flooding, and I've obviously eaten too many. That's what I was going to say about that. And I used to do a good chat up thing, which I don't think they do this anymore. They don't do the scheme anymore. But it was discretionary 25p. And on two occasions I was on dates or with women, and I said I don't want to play the discretionary 25p because I hate Venice and want it to fall into the sea. And both of them found that amusing. And one of them was Julie Sawala. I was out with a few people in her the first times we met, and we then dated for 18 months. And the other one was on a date, and we you know, let's say we kissed for a bit. Didn't go long term, but you know what I'm saying. 100% success rate on that Veneziana. I'm not going to pay the discretionary. You've got to do it as well as I did, though. I don't know why I only did it twice. It was surefire, 100% guaranteed. 100% guaranteed that was it. I'll try that. I'll try anything through a shag. Let's not get back. We've got through that. You did a nice song. We've had a lot of fun. We didn't talk about Roald Dahl. We didn't even talk about that. Yeah, who cares? I mean, I don't care. I think both sides are ridiculous, and I don't care. I don't care enough either way. Well, you know, Richard, I do care. I wanted the old to call children fat and people fat. But why? It's just bullying. I've been called fat all my life, and it's not. You know, fat people can laugh at. Oh, you just called yourself fat. Well, I'm allowed to. I'm one of the fat people. You can laugh it off, but it's not done in any other way than is hurtful. Fat jokes are just hurtful bullying and teasing. You can laugh them off, but they hurt. I don't want my kids calling other kids fat. And so if that word's in books and in brilliant books, you know, that's not helpful. I don't think changing it to a norm is particularly helpful. You know, either change it and the books will last a bit longer, or don't change it and the books will die out. Let the books die out. There are new books. There are good books. Some brilliant books by Catherine Wilkins. She's very good on all this stuff. And her books will never be censored. You never know what's coming next, do you? Hopefully she'll be being read in 50 years' time. And then I can stop doing this. In 50 years' time, Richard, I think her next husband and yeah, that's it. She's going to I'll be dead. She'll be remarried. She starts getting the J.K. Rowling billions, has a theme park on based on her work. I'm in the ground. She's clever. She's a very clever woman. I don't care about either way. I don't think it's worth arguing about, and I don't think they should do it either. But I don't care, and I don't agree with censorship. But equally, I don't own the rights to those books and want them to. And they've only done it for publicity. Don't give them the option of publicity. Should we sing something from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory to get us out? Can you say chocolate anymore, Richard? It'll have to be Charlie and the nondescript sweet factory. We can't say chocolate. I mean, that's a bit weird where they can't say black cloak, but that's what makes me think either it's just someone using a list of words they're allowed to say and not understanding how it works, or they've done it to get us all talking like this. Which song do you want to sing from? I like all of them. I've got a magic wicket. It's a magic ticket, isn't it? I've got a magic wicket. I've got a magic little cock that I can put in you. No, fucking. And if you jump out of bed, I will jump out of bed on you. No, let's not do that one. What other chocolates? What other chocolate factory songs are there? Lunta, lunta, didgeridoo. Originally we were pygmies, and they changed that too. Lunta, lunta, winkety wank. I've got a little cock that is rank. What can you do when your teeth is made out of the nashe? Don't put it in the tray or chocolate nashes. That's not a word. Can you sing when you don't know what's going on? Oh, fucking hell. Roald Dahl will be turning in his grave. Oh, that's not good. Come with me, you will see we're in a world of your imagination. Look at that over there, it's a cow with a beaver's nose. I just imagined it in this world of your imagination. Then over there is a chair that is got 5 legs. That's not very imaginative. It is. It's pure imagination. No, who can take no chocolate? Put it on the cock. Wave it at the children and give them all a shock. The Candyman can. The Candyman can, 'cause he owns a sweet shop and all the kids come round. All right, this is not that's not a closing number, is it? That's I can't think what other songs are there in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Didgeridoo. Look, it's been lovely to be back. It's been a lot of surprising stuff for me. I can't believe it, that song that he made up in the middle of this. It was beautiful. My hat's off to you. I don't think I was particularly good today, but you've been amazing. Thank you. I'm still finding my feet. As I say, I'm at a book launch next Thursday, so I don't think we'll be here next Thursday. But Thursday, maybe we should do every fortnight. Anyway, it very much feels like a show that should not have survived lockdown. It should have died along with the coronavirus. The coronavirus is still very much alive, Richard, and so are we. And as long as that coronavirus is out there, we will be here, just for anyone who has the COVID right now. Well, it's kind of nice, isn't it? It's nice, isn't it, that we do this and 120 people watch, and then another few hundred watch it tomorrow, and they're all over the world, and they're joined by this world of... It's a world of pure imagination, isn't it, in a way? In a way, Richard, this is a way of impure imagination, because it's mainly about cocks and shit and paedophilia. Well, that's... Today it has been. I don't approve of that being used for comedy purposes, though. Well, you know... Some would say you are involved. Well, I would disagree. Come with me, you will see we live in a world of impure imagination. We've got cock stripping his tongue. And that's not very imaginative. That's what I'm imagining. Why are you imagining that? Why aren't you imagining naked women? Why are you imagining cock stripping his tongue? I'll imagine what I want to imagine. Okay. We got movies and a vagina. One vagina, yeah, and a bottom. And you can see the arsehole. It's not... And there is a lady. She's got a bra on that you can see her nipples a little bit through the material. I'm very sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to the estate of Roald Dahl. I hope you won't sue us for using those songs. Sorry to the writers of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And we'll see you again in a couple of weeks on Ali and Herring's Twitch of Fun. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. We love you.